Good morning. This is Lily Ramsden. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Here we have Tiny, the crochet dog. Say, hey, Tiny. She says, just let me lay in your lap. Let me lay in your lap. So yesterday, I was trying to decide what pattern I wanted to make today. And I was going through my pattern books, and I found a chicken pattern. Okay. Well, here's how the chicken pattern turned out. That is the plainest, saddest thing I've ever seen. So we need to add him a beak, some eyes, some wings and legs. I think that'll make him look a whole lot better. So let's redesign this pattern. Okay, I already added a wing on this one. So we need to go back and add a wing on this one. So we join our yarn. Oops, pulled our stuffing through, poke it back in. Good. So let's do this again. Okay. Slip stitch. Single crochet. Single crochet. Single crochet. And do one more single crochet. And here on the ends, instead of chain one and turning, we're going to chain, but we're going to skip that first stitch. So we need to go through here. And we do 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3. And then turn your work, skip the first single crochet, and do 2 single crochets into this round, or row. And then we turn our work and do 1 single crochet, cut our yarn, okay, work it down to the bottom so we can sew it in. Well, it looks like I might do better with this instead of trying to pull it through my crochet hook. So let's thread our needle. And we sew our yarn tail in so it doesn't show. And come back up where the yarn tail is. Okay, we're going to double knot this so it does not come out. Okay, cut our yarn tails. And pull our knot and our yarn tails through to the inside at the body. It's just extra stuffing. I've got, we're going to have to cut it. Got a little bit of stuffing coming out here. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Okay, we've got him looking like he's flying. Let's make some legs. Let's do it like we did the leggy frog. That sounded pretty good. So we need to come down here, I guess below his wings, and add him some feet or legs and legs down here in the front loops where we had made the back loops. So let's just join there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's slip stitch up the chain. 1, 'Well, I'm splitting my yarn. 2, and then we're going to chain 4. No, I just needed 3. Okay, 1. These are slip stitches. 2. Slip stitch back into that first foot or nail, whatever you want to call him. His claws. Slip stitch into the first one and then chain 3. Slip stitch down the chain. 1, 2, slip stitch into that first toe, and then we slip stitch down the chain back up to his body. But that completes his toenails, and I split my stitch. I need to take that out and do it again. So that was a slip stitch I took out. Slip stitch down the chain. That's 2, 3, 4. And down here, it's hard to grab onto something. So just do this slowly, it'll work. These are slip stitches. Don't get carried away and try to do single crochet. And that's hung on something, I don't know what. Take it out. I hoped. Well, don't know what I did here. Try it again. Don't know what happened to you here. Okay. Okay, and then we'll just slip stitch back to where we started. If I can get back in here. Oh. Well, shoot. Well, let's try this stitch again. And slip stitch. I don't know why that's such a little loop. Okay, cut our yarn. Okay, get these two on the same side. And then tie a double knot. Okay. Pull our yarn tails to the inside. And since they're so long, it's going to take a minute to get them back in here. So just keep grabbing your tails and pulling them through. Okay, now what do we need? Is that leg long enough? Does it need to be longer? What did I do? I only did 7. Let's see how that goes. Let's do 7 again. Get that leg too far back. Yeah. Okay, 1. Oh, come on. Can I not crochet today? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So do 3 single crochets back this way. Then 1, 2, 3, single slip stitch, 1, 2, and slip stitch into the top of the first toe, 1, 2, 3, do 2 slip stitches down this claw, 2, the third goes into the top of the first claw, and then we crochet down our chain to get headed back towards the body. And I split my yarn again. Okay, cut us a tail, pull through. Do a double knot. Grab our yarn tails and pull them through. Okay, pull them through. Pull it through again, and there we have the legs completed. And we need some eyes and a beak. Let's make him some eyes first, and then we'll sew his beak under his eyes. Okay. Just sew it in. Make us an eye on this side. Yeah, these are some decreased stitches I'm trying to sew into, and they're thick. Okay, now we can fasten our eyes off. Remember, double knot. 1, 2. Then grab your yarn tails and pull them through to the inside. Did I do that wrong? No, I didn't. Just didn't get it pulled through. Well, there we go, got that done. Now we need some yellow. Let's pull off enough maybe to do both. Okay, so thread our needle. Okay, come in here. Now I need to come down a row. See if that looks even. Yes, it does. Don't pull too tightly or you'll pull his beak too small. Just a double knot with very little tension. I'm going to pull my stuffing to the outside, poke it back in. And there we have it, a cute little chicken. Well, since we're still here and we have a little time, I guess we could go ahead and work on this one. So let's sew him on a beak. Double knot here, but don't pull it too tight. Make sure that knot's poked in good. Let's see if we can have some black scraps that's long enough for eyes. That should be plenty. Double knot for our eyes. that turned out cute.
Huh?
This turned out cute.
Yeah.
See him with his wings and his legs. So all we need to do with this one is do wings and legs. We'll just grab all that. Oh, there's my 3. I don't need to be using a 3. Grab the wrong hook. I used the 3.5. Our red back. Just add the yarn. Pull through, make a slip stitch, and then make a single crochet. And do about 4 single crochets down the side. 3, 4. And we just turn and we skip this first stitch. So we decrease on the front stitch every time. We'll eventually get down to 1. We did 4 now. This row will be a 3, 1, 2, 3, turn, 1, 2, turn, and single crochet, and slip stitch. Daddy eating? Okay, I'll let you down. It's like I might have needed to left a little bit longer yarn tail, but we'll see what we can do. Do a double knot and pull our knot through. Okay, we've completed that. Then we come back down here. And start us another wing. Do us a slip knot and then make a single crochet . 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Now we turn our work. We do not chain. We skip the first single crochet and add in 3 single crochets on this row. 1, 2, 3, turn our work and do 2 single crochets. Skip that front single crochet and do 1, 2 single crochets, chain 1. I'm not chaining 1. Skip that first stitch, do a single crochet and a slip stitch. Do another slip stitch. That'll be sewn in good. Thread our needle. And we pull our knot and our tail ends through to the inside of our chicken. There it is. We have our 2 wings, and now we need to make our 2 feet. Does he stand up better with 2 feet? He sure does. Well, no, he'll stand up. He'll stand up too. Okay. Oh, I need a drink of water. And we can make our legs another way if you didn't like crocheting them in that way. A single crochet 7. And then do 1 slip stitch, 2, 3. Now we chain 2, chain 3, and do 2 slip stitches down this claw. 1, 2, and then in the top of the first claw, we're going to slip stitch, chain 3, 2 slip stitches down this claw, single crochet into the top of the first claw, slip stitch down the chain, cat or dog?
Yeah.
And that's Edie.
Yeah, I gave her some of this chicken.
She can't eat chicken. Okay, we have a claw done. And then we can cut our yarn tail. Put the red over here. Then we'll make us another, make another leg. Chain 7, slip stitch 3, chain 3, slip stitch 2 down the chain, and then slip stitch down the chain. Slip stitch and cut our yarn. All that's left to do is sew on these legs. And we go over here to somewhere around the front of his wings and add the yarn tail. Pull the yarn tail through, and then we do a double knot to single crochet in, well, a double knot, and we have him in. And pull in our yarn tails. Okay, that got that one pulled in. And sometimes your hook just gets around the stuffing. So just stuff it back in. And this leg, we need to sew it on over here. About the front of the wing. Those look even. Tie a double knot. Well, I don't need those yarn tails that long. And pull them through to the inside of the body, and our chicken will be complete. And I pull that out again. Just poke it back in with whatever you have on hand. Pull out our stitch markers. And there we have it. We have 2 cute little chickens with wings and legs. I think they turned out cute. Yes, they did. So, thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye.